Welcome, my name is Rich White. My blog is rich.greenbush.us, where I give you my 2 cents about emerging web-based technology and how schools can leverage them to improve. A little bit about me. I work for an education service center called Greenbush in Kansas. I am part of a team that explores and evangelizes emerging web-based technologies to the education community. My Twitter ID is Rich White, all one word. My Secondlife avatar name is Growing Wise, Growing space WISE. Look me up. Maintain the Greenbush Island in Secondlife, so drop in anytime. You can find the slurl, the Secondlife URL to that by going to take2.greenbush.us. Look on the right side of the screen and you'll see it down there. This is my first audio episode of the blog where I will highlight pieces of my blog that I find enlightening. I've been podcasting, as I mentioned, with the Take Two podcast for about a year and a half. We talk about school news. You can check that out at take2.greenbush.us. A bit of tech and school leadership. We'll get started with I'll just focus on 3 posts today. Okay, here's one that caught my eye. Like this one. I've been blogging about Secondlife for a while now. I've been involved in Secondlife for about 6 months. I've been building things in there for about 4 or 5 of it. We did get the island, so I've really been able to build much bigger things here recently. But this latest post was kind of an interesting, and it is a post from CNET News, Secondlife to Strengthen Its Voice, and it's an interview with Philip Rosendale. He talks about how voice is coming to Secondlife, which most people that are involved in Secondlife know that. The two paragraphs that kind of caught my attention were these, though, and I have them in my blog. And it's this: the other plans on Secondlife would include adding the ability to scan users' photos into the avatars, bringing more realism to the virtual world, more detail to your avatar. So I thought that was very cool. Then he mentions how the graphics in Secondlife are good, but they're not perfect. And they say within the next 5 years, their goal is to reach really this realism to the world that, as you're walking through it, just has a very, very real appearance. So that's another really cool thing that I thought was interesting and something to look forward to. Another thing I like to blog about is the knowledge management piece. One of my very first posts about a year and a half ago on this blog was about knowledge management. So one of my posts I'm going to focus on here, I posted it April 23rd, but it's a book, Collective Intelligence, Mankind's Emerging World in Cyberspace. And basically how it goes, the number of travelers along the information superhighway is increasing by 10% a month. So essentially what his book is saying, how with this increase, how people are being more and more tied into the cyberspace, into the digital nervous system, how a communication revolution is taking place as more and more people get on board this ability to share your knowledge, and the collective intelligence of any group has this capacity to expand enormously. And the name of the book is Collective Intelligence, Mankind's Emerging World in Cyberspace by Pierre Levy. And on my blog is a link to the book. A few of the first pages there on Google, so very cool. Go check that out. And then the final post I want to discuss is this April 18th post, the virtual meeting room via businessweek.com. And Businessweek had an interesting article. It's titled The Virtual Meeting Room, and I have it linked on my blog, but they essentially talk about how these really big companies, the Intels, the Raytheons, are getting involved in the 3D virtual worlds, the Secondlives and that, and seeing them as ways to virtually meet up for conference for employees to meet virtually, kind of the three-dimensional go-to meetings, kind of taking advantage of those 3D worlds to meet virtually versus having to fly clean across the country and hold your meetings. You got this new interface, this new three-dimensional immersive interface that you can now use, and it's really interesting. I don't want to sit here and read the whole thing to you. It's a very interesting article, so I would definitely recommend going to the blog, clicking into it, and reading that. So, without taking up too much of your time, that kind of wraps it up. Focused on 3 posts. My next one will be in a few weeks, and we'll focus on 3 more posts. We'll see you later. Take care.